In this video, we will read about the perfusion based MRI. This video is in continuation with the first video, which is functional MRI. Functional MRI has two types, a bold MRI and the perfusion based MRI. So what is perfusion based MRI? In this video, we will read about perfusion based MRI as it captures the local alteration changes of MRI signals based on the changes in the local blood flow. So local blood flow changes the local MRI signal change, and that is captured in the perfusion based MRI. So blood flow is a measure of activity of neurons. How? And here we will read about what is the arterial spinning label. What is arterial spin and what is labeling? So due to the neuronal activation, there is an increased metabolism, so which increases the local tissue factors and which increases the vasodilatation and increases the blood flow of that area. So the blood flow is changed based on the activation of neurons. So that will alter the MRI signals, so that will be captured. So there are two type of perfusion based MRI. One is the already we have read the ASL fMRI, arterial spin labeling MRI, and second is the contrast enhanced fMRI, in which we use the IV contrast injection. So IV contrast injection changes the local magnetism based on the metabolism of that area, and that contrast material clears out of the body in hours to the days. So this injected IV contrast will change the local magnetism that will be captured, but this material is clears out from the body in hours to days. But in ASL fMRI, the no contrast is injected. Instead of that, there is a endogenous contrast which is induced. So we use the inducible endogenous contrast, and this is induced by radio frequency stimulation, which changes the local arterial blood proton spin. So radio frequency stimulation changes the local arterial blood proton spin, so it changes the magnetism of arterial blood, and that is called arterial spin labeling, because we have labeled the arterial spin, or we have changed the arterial spin by the local radio frequency stimulation. So we have induced a contrast, so that why it is called the inducible endogenous contrast. Okay, now this arterial spin labeling contrast, this clears out of the system within minutes to hours only. So we can use this ASLR frequently in a day, but contrast enhanced fMRI IV contrast will be used one time in a day, but ASL fMRI arterial spin labeling can be used twice or thrice also. So this changes will be detected by scanners as a signal voids. So okay, so this signal voids alteration through the supply and the part of the brain involved. Okay, but in the contrast enhanced MRI, that is a signal enhancement, because we are giving a magnetic signal IV contrast, so signal will be enhanced of the area which has better metabolism, yeah, increased metabolism. Okay, now what are the methods of labeling a arterial spin? Okay, so first we will read what are the methods. These methods can be PCASL, pseudo continuous ASL, or it can be CASL, continuous ASL, or PASL, pulsed ASL. In this, what happens, that normal pulse of radio frequency will be used, positive, negative, or continuous negative, or it can be used as continuous ASL, continuous alteration of the arterial spin, or pseudo continuous. These are the three methods by which we can label the arterial spin. And so the coils, where these are kept below the level of the head or at the level of the blood artery entry. So it will be kept at the junction of the head and neck during the testing. So we can keep a single coil or we can keep a two coil. So a spiral image acquisition by scanner, what is this? A spiral image acquisition is after alteration of this, the capture images. So image is captured, that is called the spiral image acquisition, because these are captured by a scanner which is a spiral. So it will send the signals into the computer, and the computer will do the spatial recognition, smoothing, surrounding subtraction, and GLM analysis. This happens. So surrounding जो sound है, that will be subtracted, and there will be smoothing, spiral reconstruction, and GLM analysis. By this it will produce the result on a display. That will be the final product. Okay, so what are the advantages of this? uh, there is no invasive technique, no contrast injected, no radiation is produced, because ASL is a inducible endogenous contrast, which has a better resolution than the bold fMRI and has a better temporal resolution, because there is no wait for the gas transfusion at AV junction. So for hemoglobin change there is no problem, so it can produce immediately, it is faster.